Uh-oh. Game is just about to get underway. Match begins at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will follow the Allied side as they just spawn now as match 3, 2, 1. We will follow the Allied. Just about to get underway. Match begins at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will follow the Allied side as they just spawn now as match begins right about now. We'll be taking the demo. You can get this and a shoutcast on the GameStar network, I think. Well, it looks to be a split attack. 2 going the main gate and a couple going around back. 3 going around back. Another few going around the command post way. A couple going to the main gate. So massive split push. Distraction force just getting really trying to push the front and the back. But RoK Star's artillery support takes out those front gate offenders and a couple of landmines got killed there. And KitKat failed to spot his own landmine, and Big Matty got taken down with that landmine as well. So those two team kills might go against the defensive side, but most of that Allied push was stopped. So right on to the Axis there, surviving all important first pushes. You see another couple of engineers now trying to get fires into that tank, trying to take it down. Why KitKat's landmines from Khaos grenade and a couple of Thompson kills there too for the Axis side. So that's 2 rushes now that the Axis side have stopped, so let's just see what the Allied side are now doing. 3 going the front way, let's follow those guys. A couple of engineers and a medic trying to... medic pushing through. Engineer gets close to the tank. The tank has been repaired, the tank has been stolen, so a sneaky little engineer got in there, ducked, prone, whatever you had to do to repair that tank, so it has been stolen, and the Allies will spawn forward and start attacking the gold. Axis are falling back to tank barrier 1. I think it will be a tank barrier 1 defense. We do have an Axis engineer just repairing that tank barrier. Yes, they are setting her up around at the tank barrier 1 area. So let's see, the tank is now approaching the little hill. There is an artillery on that little hill that goes down to tank barrier 1. So look to see that tank to be blown up to smithereens. Planted at tank barrier 1, so a little bit of tree plantage there behind that big statue in tank barrier 1 to the right of it. And the Allies seem to be storming the Axis people here. SS on a roll. Booner's tank mounted MG42 gets in total 4 kills, so great job there by Booner, taking out those tank barrier 1 defenders. Let's see what the Axis side can pull now. Tank barrier 2 has been constructed, so a nice bit of engineer work by the Axis people as we see the tank again being repaired by Nick, and all important engineer has to repair that tank and stick with it as the tank is now rolling past that just destroyed tank barrier 1. Allied now running across the bridge. They're sticking around. What are the Axis doing? They haven't spawned yet. I don't think they've been dead smooth. Doing a great job here. We see a couple of RoK kills now as artillery support by Star has been focused on that tank. Let's follow the Allied people now as they are moving down the ramp towards the tank where it is stationary just past tank barrier 1. General Wolfenstein prepares it and is on the tank at the moment. That's what he can do. He almost takes down one Axis person as his SS teammates take control. Let's see what the RoK people are now setting around. They are sitting around the tank sort of area. A couple of arties now down on it. Matty just taking some ammo now. Might have to turn down the sound. 0.1 might do it. A RoK Kremlin takes down a couple of SS offenders, so it looks to be a little bit of scattered defense. I don't know what they do have in store as we see the Axis now spawning. White Ninja takes down 2 with his Panzerfaust. What on the White Ninja offensive Panzerfaust to action. Spawn camping it up. Axis, they have 4 Axis now sitting around the tank barrier 1 area, trying to stop that tank, trying to stop it from moving for a short period of time while they try to get a little bit of defensive actions now. Sorry, Paladin and anyone else listening, I've sorted out that in-game volume. I totally forgot about that, I'm sorry. 16:02, 16:01, 16 minutes on the clock as the tank is now just over the bridge. What are the Axis trying to do now? They are sitting around the courtyard and a couple around the stairs moving up to the bridge. So I'm not sure what they have planned. They seem to be a little bit of spread out defense here. A couple in the marketplace, as I like to call it, which is the bit, little space before tank barrier 2. Engineer just mining it up around there, and the tank is now moving down the ramp behind tank barrier 2 and is soon to be approaching that marketplace that I told you about before, where the mines are set. We have 3 Axis people in that marketplace, and the RoK is just the SS tank is just going through there, sort of unchallenged until now in the marketplace, as we see Rockstar's artillery taking down one allied offender and blowing up the tank, so the allied engineers have a job ahead of them to get that tank underway and move it towards tank barrier 2 and hopefully get a plan down on that tank barrier 2 so the tank can blow the bank doors and take the gold. As we see General Wolfgang moving down the ramp now towards the tank. He is shooting his little arse off. RoK snoozes. Grenade takes down White Ninja. He is repairing the tank but gets taken down by Kit Kat's NB40. So Kit Kat proving to be a clutch asset as he successfully takes down that tank, and Airstrike is now on the tank, which has been repaired. There is one allied engineer now trying to plant a little bit of tricky spot around the corner at tank barrier 2. It is planted at 14:35 on the clock, so that will blow in 30 seconds. The Axis have spawned now, starting around that Axis tank barrier 2 as General Wolfgang's mounted MG42 takes down 3 of those Axis spawn, and Levithium taking down 2, spawn camping out. Star and Tails just getting obliterated by his Panzerfaust. The tank is now stationary at tank barrier 2. A plant is down at 14:10, 14:09 on the clock. 3 allied personnel now sitting around the tank, and the tank is moving underneath the bridge. Levithium's Panzerfaust again doing the massive work there, and White Ninja's Panzerfaust, and we see a dual Panzerfaust action for the SS boys who are on attack. Spawn camping up, getting in all 4 Panzerfaust kills, 2 tank-mounted MG42 kills, and 1 45 ACP 911 to Vuna. So all of the Axis team have been obliterated, stopped. As soon as they spawn, they're all dead as the tank now blows the tank doors. Engineer is now running into the bank trying to get a hold of those 2 gold. They have control of both parts now, but allied team have got the second gold crate and then stolen it again. As we see, one of them has been stolen and is now on the tank at the moment. As we see, Archie's trying to scramble, trying to get in this last bit of defense that they possibly can, as the allies have just basically stormrolled them in the first round of the Telstra Game Arena Ladder first round final. Archie's do have control of that bank now, with only 1 gold bar thingy left for the allied team to capture. Let's follow the Axis people now as they have just spawned. They are running out of their spawn and going towards that ramp near tank barrier 1. Tank has been damaged, so the Axis people or allied people cannot use that to spawn camp, or what you have General Wolfgang taking down 2 of his Thompson. The truck has also been damaged, so the allied engineers still have a bit of work ahead of them to repair that truck, which is being repaired at the moment, so they can run out with that gold as smoothly as possible. As we see, let's just get in the bank now, as we see 4 Axis people, a couple of medics and a field op. They are throwing grenades into the lobby, so that will hinder the allied attack somewhat, as Rockstar's artillery, so he's doing a great job. Rusty there getting grenade kill, MP40 and artillery kill, so he is proving to do the hard yards, the hard worker that he is. That is Rusty. General Wolfgang, he is a medic. He's running down the steps now towards the bank, towards the marketplace area. As we see, truck is sitting there stationary, waiting, implying that it needs to get out of there as soon as possible. As we see 4 or 5 allied people now trying to get into that tank, trying to storm in the defences. As we see again, just the 4 Axis people just sitting around the bank. The 3 must be up furthermore, trying to hinder the attack. As we see RoK Tower setting down SS Tower. A couple of team kills there for the SS boys. That can't be good, as you are trying to attack a strong RoK defense there. So they have done a great job setting up their bank defense after what seemed to be a not very good effort in defending the tank, or tank barrier 1 or tank barrier 2, as the SS attack was just too strong for them. 11:25, 11:24, 11:23 on the clock. What sort of time can the SS boys set? I'm not sure. It should be over pretty soon, but the RoK team are looking pretty strong, as General Wolfgang doing a little bit of Rambo action there, picking off any Axis defenders that he can. As we said, Panzerfaust now shooting into the bank, gets nobody. So bad luck there for the Panzerfaust man. Still 4 Axis defenders inside the bank. You don't want any more, as it gets a little bit too crowded. That Panzerfaust, White Ninja's Panzerfaust, taking down Stu, so they are 1 down in the bank. 3 minutes now left to hold that 1 gold bar set. As we see an engineer now storming in, but RoK Tower's taking down with his MP40. Another one comes in, but another Axis medic takes him down. So let's see what else the allied people can do, as they again just spawn. Most of them have spawned, so they are running down soon to tank barrier 1. A lot of RoK kills here, big Matty's landmines, so they do have a couple of landmines in the courtyard area before the bank. Let's see what the allied people can do. Let's follow some allied people. Let's stop following General Wolfgang. Let's follow Nick Emmy as a medic. He is storming through the courtyard that it's blown up by RoK's artillery support, so bad luck to him as we see RoK again spawning, but gets blown up by SS Khaos landmine. So SS doing a great job here, spawn camping. That's what you got to do. Big Matty landmine kills 3 with his landmines. So those RoK landmines and SS landmines causing havoc for both teams. Spawn camping is what you have to do on a map like this. You basically have to contain them in their spawn, kill off as many so they are running on a skeletal defense, so to speak. That's what you got to do. Kill them and spawn camp them until you're in a good enough position to attack, and that's basically what SS are trying to achieve as they do set up a couple of landmines outside their spawn again. RoK just sitting inside their bank. They only have 3 in there now. As again the Allied side now trying to get in there. White Ninja's Pamscars takes down another, so down to 2 in the bank. Can they hold against this Allied push? RoK Kremlin doing a great job here, taking down General Wolfgang. So basically RoK kills here inside the bank. Kremlin, Kit Kat, Big Matty and Kremlin again getting all the kills, so we see the bank defense again being sort of reinforced as we see again 4 Axis people. Let's see what the other Axis people are trying to do. Where are they? You have one sitting near the sort of already mounted MG42 near the truck. Here's an engineer, so he'll be the one planting all the landmines. You see a landmine going off, Kit Kat's landmine gaining banner. Big Matty's MP40 then takes down General Wolfgang. So RoK doing a great job here with all the landmines. Big Matty doing the hard yards as an engineer, getting all the landmine killers as well as Kit Kat. So Allied not having a lot of luck. I could recommend to them to have a covert ops, but I couldn't because that would be against the rules and I would be sort of banned from ever shoutcasting again. So if they're listening to this shoutcast and wonder how they could have broken that defense, maybe get a covert op in to spot those landmines so you can blow them up, or just leave them exposed so you can just run around them. As you see another few Allied personnel now running into the lobby, but are being taken down rather quickly by Star, Big Matty and Siphon. So Allied aren't able to get a full push yet into the bank, as we see Panzerfaust Action just sitting on top near the Axis spawn. He is running now into the courtyard. So a couple of spawn campers here we see now as we see the Axis again just throwing the grenades in there, sort of hindering the Allied people from a free run inside the bank. As SS Khaos rifle grenade, they are employing the rifle grenades into their sort of offense to try and hit around those corners. As you see a lot of Allied personnel now running into the bank. There are only 3 Axis people. Can they stop this med rush? As you see an engineer taking the parts and running as fast as they can. Ooh, Kremlin with a big grenade takes down 2. One was carrying the parts, but that won't matter as the parts are now being taken. Allies have stolen the gold crate. Allied have secured the second gold crate. Allied team is escaping with the gold crates, but that can't happen because the truck needs to be sort of repaired for that to be moved. Big Matty taking down 3 with his MP40, so he is proving great use with that MP40 as an engineer tries to repair that truck, but is taken down by Big Matty. So Big Matty doing the hard yard, so to speak. I should stop saying that, but I can't describe it any other way. Taking down most of the Allied attack. Let's see what the Allied can now prove. SS Nickam is an engineer. He's running sort of to that ledge above truck barrier 1. He is running with his tires out, but Taylor's artillery support, just as he jumped down from that ramp, he gets blown to smithereens by artillery support. So we see a dual field op action. Excuse me. Focusing on that tank and the surrounding area. Truck barrier 1 hasn't been constructed. They tried to construct it, but an Allied person stopped that from being constructed. So you see 5 Axis people now sitting around the tank in that courtyard, sort of stopping any Allied people from moving in to take that truck. 2 Allied now moving down the ramp from truck barrier 1 to try and get to there, but Siphon takes down 4 with his MP40, so Siphon racking up all the kills, the Staffel that he is, and he kills himself. So well done to Siphon. More Allied people now rushing towards the tank, but are just getting taken down by a massive crossfire that they have set up here around the tank. They can't use the tank-mounted MG42 as it has been destroyed by themselves, so sort of not the best idea. They could have used that MG40 right now, but alas, they are doing a great job with their landmines and MP40s. As Allied people now just jumping for their lives towards that truck, but it won't happen. 550, 541, 540, 539 on the clock. So RoK have to hold the Allied pushes for 5 minutes in order to hold them full time. More Axis field ops spam, I should say, on that ramp. past truck barrier 1. So again, just random engineers just falling down to their death. As White Ninja now, he is moving through. Truck has been repaired, and it is moving. It moved for a second, but it will be blown up by grenades, so it has moved from its original position. Let's hope that the Axis people can hold it now. More allied people now running from the stairs, running from all angles, coupled down past truck barrier 1 that hasn't been constructed yet. Allied engineer putting his fires to the work. Wood sawing in range. Truck has been repaired. It is moving. It is moving. There is 2 allied people running with it, and 3 Axis people now running with it as well. It is still moving, but it is moving again as we see a line of allied people now jumping from the ledge to get down. So again, the Axis have control of the truck. Truck barrier 2 has been destroyed, so they did construct truck barrier 2, but it has been destroyed, so bad luck to them. Truck is still alive, so to speak. It is at half health, so they have to destroy it quick before the Allied get there, as it is positioned just outside the ammo and health crates. Past truck barrier 1, you see 5 Axis people now sitting around it, protecting it from any Allied invaders. We see another Allied engineer just moving that little bit further. All those little distances count as it almost passed those ammo and health crates now. So you see the Axis people just throwing grenades on there, hopefully destroying it as quick as possible before any Allied people now rush towards it. No Allied in sight. Rushing through now. They are spawning back in their original spawning effort to get to the truck faster. A couple of Axis engineers now, all getting blown up by RoK's artillery support, so they might have had to wait until that artillery support was gone. As I said, another artillery support now going down on the truck. It hasn't been constructed. Allied medic now reviving that engineer. He's repairing as fast as he can, but gets taken down by RoK's artillery support. Another one gets taken down by RoK's artillery support, so all RoK taking down all those Allied engineers trying to repair it, but alas, truck has been repaired and is moving past truck barrier 2 now. It is being followed by dozens, 2 of Axis defenders. They will be killed off as the Allies have spawned in now, and they look to cap this truck at around, there's 3 minutes left, so around the 17-minute mark. So that isn't a very fast time, but it is a time. So RoK do have a time, hard work ahead of them to beat that time. 16:57 is the official time. Let's check some awards. Big Matty getting highest fragger and light weapons. Banno getting experience points, highly decorated medic, and I ain't got no friends, so well done to Banno. That's about it. They racked up the awards. Let's check out the stats. 26-14 to Star, 32-20 to Big Matty. And that's about it for the RoK people. Let's check out the SS boys, 21-19 to the Levithium or Leviathan. White Ninja getting 21-23, so well done to them. So SS setting a time of 16:57. Can the RoK side beat that? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to duck out, get a drink. Here's some music while we wait for them to ready up. I am back. I better turn down my TV so you can't hear that in the background. Everyone loves Raymond. I don't really, I hate him. So stopwatch round 2 in the Tusk Game Arena ladder. Round 1 finals between Schutz, Staffel and Regiment of Khaos. SS setting time 16:57, and they will have to hold that time against a very strong RoK allied offense for them to take this match to 1-0 in favour of the SS boys. Let's check our scene to see if there's any more requests. Waiting on 4 players. Waiting on 1 player. And waiting on 0 players now. Match begins. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight is the call. Let's see what the RoK Allied side can do now. Rockstar, the engineer, leading the attack as he moves towards the command post or back entrance way. Seems to be going the command post way, so we will see a command post rush consisting of 3 players now. As Rockstar doing the Rambo job, luring all the Axis people towards him. As we see 4 now attackers moving past that command post area. Big medic train it seems to be as they take down 2, 3, 4 Axis people now, but a couple of grenades going the way of SS's way. They seem to take control again of that area. So nice work there by the medics reviving all the Axis people there as SS hold the first attack of RoK. Let's check out what they are doing now. There seems to be a full frontal push. As you see, a mobile MG42 coming into play. That is White Ninja seems to be the soldier person now, trying to get fires onto that tank. It won't happen, as we see most of the Allied people now just sort of gone into the dirt, 6 feet under, buddy. So that is 2 pushes now. A couple of stray Allied engineers. Allied engineer now runs through, almost gets it up. Tank has been repaired and tank has been stolen. So sneaky work there, as it seemed that second push was destroyed. Archies seemed to relax, and then out of the blue came this Allied engineer just running through, getting his pliers sort of proning it up. Match his paws now. As we see Leviathan taking down 2 of his landmines. Oh, Siphon is 999, that can't be good for the RoK boys. Siphon is their leader. He probably would be calling all the plays in Ventrilo. General Wolfgang thought he was allies. Shout out to Paladin if you wanted a shout out, I think. Yeah, pause now. But he's back again now, so match resuming very, very soon. So great work there by that RoK engineer, just running through after the push had been destroyed, it seemed. Actually seemed to relax sort of, everyone reloading, preparing for the next push, and suddenly this Allied engineer just runs through the main door and repairs it with ease. The tank is now sitting waiting to be moved outside the front gate as matches resume now. Let's see what the Axis people are setting up around. A couple of Allied people now sitting around the tank waiting for stuff to respawn and everything. Tank barrier 1 hasn't been constructed yet, so SS now have to try and get engineers towards that little box for that to be constructed. It will be an easy run for that tank as it now approaches there. Everyone putting artillery down on that box. Both tanks putting artillery down, so I don't know what that proves to achieve. And tries to achieve, so as RoK Towers, tank mounted MG42 taking down 2 SS defenders. So both teams on offense seem to be steamrolling each other, so they might have to work on their defense a little. Although RoK's scrambling defense did set up very well, as we see most of the Allied side sitting around the tank wall on the top level of that sort of catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, as we see more Allied people just sitting around the tank. They are following their tank. They should be moving, in my opinion, towards the marketplace or the courtyard area to try and contain the Axis people from setting up the defense. Tank barrier 2 has been constructed by an Axis engineer, so that will hinder the tank for 30 seconds more. 14, 18, 14, 17, 14, 16, 14, 15 on the clock. If you're trying to sync up this demo later, it will be on www.gamestar.com for you to download. So the tank now is moving down that ramp near the marketplace towards tank barrier 2. I need to get a plant down as soon as possible. There isn't an engineer aside. It's only 2 minutes trying to defend that marketplace, as most of the Axis spawn and try to set up a defense in that marketplace, and it will happen. There is only an Allied engineer left to be killed. He's still alive. He's doing a great job of staying alive, but ends up being killed by Nick M. Allied airstrike now in the marketplace. Everyone ducking for cover. It gets 1. So well done to Towers. Doing that great support fire work, as you see the Axis trying to scramble, trying to get some landmines down around that tank, which is laying stationary. It has been blown up near the marketplace, near tank barrier 2. So the Axis just setting up what they can in the marketplace, trying to stop that tank from moving any further. 13:20 on the clock, so SS have to hold 13 minutes longer to enable them to take this match up to 1-0 in favour of themselves. As an Allied engineer, will he repair the tank? He is repairing the tank now furiously in front of the tank. He has repaired it and is moving, so he won't have any charge to get a plant down, so they might have to get another engineer quickly in there to plant at tank barrier 2. Kit Kat's Panzerfaust doing spawn camping action there. This Panzerfaust takes down 1. So Allied spawn camping the front exit to the Axis spawn, getting a couple with artillery and a couple of tank mounted MG42 kills to Kremlin, doing the great soldier work. Planted at tank barrier 2 at 14:40, 14:39 on the clock. So there is a plant down. RoK seem to be steamrolling SS, but that's what happened to them. So SS might be able to sort of do a mirror match and set up a very, very strong bank defense. Kremlin doing the tank mounted MG42 work again. There is an Axis artillery now on it, so he might have to get off that rather quickly as the tank barrier 2 is about to blow, but they will have to repair the tank after this. Artillery goes big money. Seems to be a bit easy trying to repair that tank. Gets blown up by Khaos artillery, as I just told you about. He's repairing the tank again, as it was revived and it is moving underneath the bridge there. Let's see what the Axis can do. Axis engineer just running around planting landmines around the tank. The truck area hasn't been blown up, I don't think so. If they get the gold fast enough, they can run out of here very, very quickly all the way to Texas. Allied now moving into the courtyard. The tank is about to blow the bank doors. Have the Axis set up inside the bank. Well, they can't do yet because it hasn't been blown. Axis just trying to set up, trying to kill off any Allied offenders that they can, as RoK Stars artillery support takes down big money. So RoK on offense doing a very great job there. Another storming into the bank now. The 2 Axis people now in their banner taking down 2 offenders and reviving his teammates, and Axis seem to take control of the bank now. So Allied do have a very big set of work here ahead of them to get into that bank, take the 2 gold, run to the truck. Truck hasn't been blown up yet. It is about half filled. They might have to throw some grenades on it, as we see an Axis engineer just planting landmines. They should be throwing grenades, in my opinion, on that truck to blow it up to hinder the Allied offense if they do take control of the gold. As we see 4, 5 Allied people now sitting around outside the bank, moving into the lobby now. Might be going around the back way. Split push here. 2 around the front, 2 around the back into the bank. Met by an MG42, but that's no trouble for RoK Snoozers. He takes him down with his Thompson. Levithium's landmines doing a great job there on defensive landmines. So what you got to do in enemy territory, get those defensive landmines down. Bank defense is down to 1 versus 1. Allied versus Axis, as that Khaos, being the Allied field op that he is, or she is, I think it's a she, is moving now. But he's dropped the first gold crate as Banner doing a clutch play here. He was almost to the tank, but he was taken down by Banner's MP40, so the Axis do have control of the tank again. The bank again, sorry. Tank, bank, all the same to me. Axis MG42 sitting around in the bank. So, a little bit of heavy weapons action there. He's trying to get into position. 5 Axis people compared to the RoK's 4 bank defense. Allies now trying to storm into the lobby as fast as they can, but Levithium's landmines around outside the bank doing a great job. So Allied, they don't seem to be able to get inside the bank as yet. 9:45 on the clock, so they have around 10 minutes to get that tank all the way back to their original spawn. As that MG42 doing a great job there. General Wolfenstein, being the heavy weapons person that he is, takes down Staff. So the Axis just waiting for another Allied push to happen. A couple of people ammoing up, and medics just giving the packs that they can, trying to borrow the experience. So a lone Allied medic just trying to do a little bit of ninja work there. He hides in the bushes, but that won't happen as Tau takes him down. What's in the Allied doing? Trying to get some views of Allied. RoK Star just sitting there, AFK, but he is moving now. He has regained his Panzerfaust. So look out, SS boys trying to spawn. You will be in danger of being blown to smithereens by RoK Star's Panzerfaust. More Allied people now trying to storm through the courtyard, but are being taken down by landmines and MP40s. As we see a couple of Axis people sitting around that MG42, trying to get any kills that they can, and they do succeed. As we see 3, 4 Allied people now trying to run into the lobby, but are blown up by 1 ninja's grenade and artillery support. So a little bit of grenade spam there by the Axis people, proving to get the cheap kills. Basically, what you want to do is set up a very, very, very good and very, very quick grenade spam into the lobby there, so any Allied people running through, any unsuspecting Allied people running through will be blown up to Kingdom Come. Raining grenades in there, but they have stopped the grenade spam, so they should get that running up and away as SS Tau ammoing up his faithful medics. Allied just spawning now, I think. Running down. Running down there. Where are they? Seem to be scattered all over the place. I don't know what they're trying to do. They are spawning at different directions. They are coming together, I think. The Allied gold has yet to be contested very, very successfully, I should say. As actually it's just that free reign of the bank at the moment. I'm not sure what the Allied are trying to do. Where are they? I can't see any. One engineer now sitting around the tank. He's joined by a medic. A couple of people now. They are sitting around truck barrier 1 waiting to try to get in there. But it won't happen. Panzerfaust trying to spawn camp, hits a palm tree. It's a battle out to that Panzerfaust. Not a lot happening. There's more Allied engineers. What RoK have to sort of group up here. Not doing a very good job of getting a 7-man push off. We see a couple of landmines just harassing them, and MP40 is just harassing them so they can't get a full push. That's what you got to do on defense. Stop any Allied offenders that you can, so they aren't pushing with a full team, and it will help you as defenders. Let's try and get into views of some Allied people. So they are spawning at their original spawn. All of them have spawned at their original spawn and are running down past the ammo crates as we speak. I'm moving towards truck barrier 1. Kit has Panzerfaust spawn camping. Gets Vunar doing a little bit of bad smiley face, sort of sad smiley face in MM1. So MM's banned. You're going to be banned. That rhymes. I'm a poet. You didn't know it as Allied people now running past the truck that is yet to be... Oh yes, it has been destroyed. So good work there to the SS boys. They do have 6:30 on the clock to get in there, get the gold as Kremlin's rifle grenade, Big Matty's rifle grenade, taking down 2 in the bank. 2 now Allied people now running into the bank. They will take those 2 gold crates, so Allied do have control of both gold crates as we see 2 Axis trying to stop them in the lobby. Those 2 Allied people with the gold are just sitting there trying to get as they can. One was killed and the gold has been dropped inside the bank. He comes back to revive him. They do have control of both gold pieces. I don't know how long they can stop them. The Axis have spawned, so this will be a race against time. Both the Allied, one has been captured. They dropped the second gold crate, secured the first gold crate, and it has been dropped. Counter support fire, taking down all 3 Allies. Again have stolen the gold crate, but again have been dropped. Have they? Yes. So Axis only have to defend. Only have to defend 1 now. That was amazing. Oh, I hope I conveyed the excitement that I was feeling. 1 gold piece just sitting there, waiting for Allied people to run in. Tank mounted MG42 in action, so they haven't destroyed the tank. Axis are yet to set up a defense inside the bank, so only Allied people now running in can take it freely as we see White Ninja going into the bank to reinforce the bank, as they have to do. 1 Allied medic is taking down SS Town. He revives the medic, so we see 4 now Allied people running into the bank and killing all the Axis people. The gold has been dropped on the stairs. They have to get it. Now moving towards the truck, filled up with the gold parts. He's just sitting around. He has secured them. So Allied have stolen the gold crates. Now they are moving now. So very, very rushed offense there, as Axis didn't have time to set up a defense. The truck is moving past the ammo crates and medic packs, so it seems to be that RoK will take this match up to 1-0 as it is 4-25, 4-24, 4-23 on the clock. So the Axis are yet to spawn. The truck is moving back to their original spawn truck. Neither of the truck barriers have been constructed, so it is a free run towards their original spawn to capture those truck. So they will seem to capture that at around the 4-minute mark, or 4 minutes left, so that's about 12 minutes, so very nice time for the RoK boys. 12 minutes 52, original was 16:57, so 4 minutes different. Not a lot here between these 2 teams, as RoK very, very slimly taking the matchup 2-1-0. Let's check out these awards. Big money to the hard yards. Frager experience points, decorated, and engineer. Siphon taking light weapons and ranking officer. Tau getting field ups, Bano getting accuracy, Snooze getting I ain't got no friends, a Snob TK Snooze, or you kicked out of the clan. Funa getting battle sense. Let's check out the stats. 44-44 to Cow. That's a hell of a lot of kills. Now 36-38 to Levithium. 50-37 and 50-28 to RoKstar and Big Money. 42-30. So total kills for each team is 207 to 275. So So there is a bit of kill difference there, but RoK taking the match up to 1-0. 4 minutes difference between the two teams, that isn't a lot at all. Shout out to Tofu, spamming it up in IRC. Shout out to Dozer. I know he hates me. I hate him, so it's a love-hate relationship. But it's a hate-hate relationship too, so... I don't know, waiting on 13 players. This is a very, very amazing game. Very, very close, right down to the wire, right down to the limits. Both teams pushing their players to their absolute limits. Both teams trying 110% to stay alive in the finals. RoK ahead 1-0. And it tells you again we're in the finals. Oh yeah. Waiting on 13 players now, so I just up some music and get a drink. My tips going into round 2 would be that RoK would end up taking this matchup as they are on allies again, and they seem to be the stronger offensive side as we are waiting on 2 players now. Look to be RoK playing the winner of the OI versus BS, but then again SS are a strong team and they are known to come back. Waiting on 1 player now. This is an amazing game. Shout out to all those who are still listening. Still waiting on 1 player's ping. Seem to be pretty even apart from Kremlin getting the 105 ping. Match begins in 3, 2, 1. Game on. Let's see what the RoK people can again prove on offense. RoKstar again leading the attack as an engineer. Seems to be the one ramboing up, drawing all the Axis defenders. As again, he misses past the he sort of misses that. He misses where he normally goes and he is moving around the back towards the tank, so I'll just give up that sort of description as he again moving around the back of the tank area. So 5 now allied offenders now moving towards the back of the tank and now trying to attack, they are trying to pick off any Axis defenders that they can, and most of the Axis people have been killed. So it looks to be a clean, mostly a clean. Can they repair it? Sorry, it's trying to be a bit hard to cast as it is a bit hot and a bit tired, but everyone is dead apart from 1 allied engineer as again the Axis spawned. So it looked to be that the allies did take control of the tank, but they didn't have an engineering time to repair it as the Axis again spawned. So effectively they did hold against that first RoK push, but not very well as landmines again going down. A couple of engineers sitting around the tank throwing grenades towards that main gate. What are the allied people now doing? RoKstar again leading the attack. He is an engineer. He is moving towards the front gate to look for a front push now, as we see 2 now moving towards the front gate. Everyone else going around the command post way. Engineer getting his sort of fires towards the tank, but not able to repair it fully. As again another engineer going into there now, but gets killed. So Leviathan's landmine's doing a great job taking down RoKstar, who is leading the attack for the RoK boys. RoK's field op throwing a throwing an airstrike straight into the main tank holding areas. Again, an allied engineer runs through, gets taken down by a landmine. He is revived, Cannons revive him. 2 engineers throwing their pliers towards the tank, and it is repaired. Kit Kat was crushed by the tank. Well done to Kit Kat. You got to get out of the way of that tank. It can be lethal. General Wolfgame's grenade taking out 2 teammates. So, and Axis field up throwing an artillery down. Last second ping as he falls back towards tank barrier 1. As again the allies have spawned, they might get taken down by Axis artillery, but it has already finished. So, allied engineer repairing the tank, and it is moving past the archway now. 17:25, 17:24, 17:23 on the clock. Tank now sitting stationary, waiting for an allied person to get on top of it. It is now. Tank barrier 1 has been constructed, so an allied engineer just has to get down there to blow it up in order for the tank to move past it. As I'm sure you are all aware, tank is now moving down that ramp area. It is moving down. 3 allied people now following the tank. Allied engineer now moving towards the tank barrier, but gets blown off by General Wolfgame's landmines. So those landmines again coming into play for the SS boys, as they have to defend this round for a very long time in order for them to take this match up to 1-1. 16:45 on the clock for the RoK boys to get in there, get the tank, turn to the tank barrier 1 now around that big, sort of big rod looking thing. Whatever you like to describe it as, near tank barrier 1, so a bit of trig plant action now as the tank is sitting stationary outside blinking red tank barrier 1. A couple of SS boys sitting around the catwalk area. Allied artillery support now on that catwalk area, so the Axis scatter for their lives. Defused at tank barrier 1, so Axis engineer doing great work there defusing that plant. So they will have to get another plant down and wait another 30 seconds for it to blow. So SS are holding them at tank barrier 1 rather well. Axis engineer going to plant, I don't know why. Maybe giving them a free dynamite, as we see again an Axis artillery support on that tank. So Axis engineer trying to get down on that dynamite. So whoever dropped that dynamite, I'm not sure if it was an Axis. I'm sure it was an Axis dropping that dynamite, maybe accidentally gives them the dynamite for them to plant, and it is planted now at around 15:50 on the clock. Tank is sitting there. A couple of allied people now moving down towards the tank now. So tank has been repaired. They're just waiting for that tank barrier 1 to be blown up. Kit Kat's Panzerfaust again spawn camping it up, getting the 1 kill that he is revived in the end. So that wouldn't be very helpful. Tank barrier 1 has been destroyed, and the tank is now moving past tank barrier 1, slowly but surely down over the bridge. Big Matty on that tank, taking down Luno with his MG40. So a couple of kill revives here for the allied people's SS Panzerfaust, taking down Khaos. So well done to White Ninja again with that Panzerfaust. SS General Wolfgang setting up his defenses inside the marketplace area. 2 Axis people sitting around the marketplace area trying to defend. A couple of engineers throwing down some landmines as the allied people sitting on top of the tank and on the bridge shooting down into the marketplace area. Allied medic now drops down, tries to kill any Axis people he can, but that won't happen as Levithium takes him down. That was Siphon. SS Cow taking down Big Matty with his MP40. General Wolfgang again being the engineer that he is, putting down some landmines and grenade action as RoK Stars artillery support. So offensive artillery proving the killer for the SS boys. I'm not sure if that was outside their spawn, but if it was, that's what you have to do. Spawn camp the Axis people as much as you can in order for them to not set up their defenses properly, and hopefully an easy run towards their destination, as the tank has been damaged just outside the marketplaces. Again, Rusty puts down those artilleries outside the Axis spawn, so any Axis running out has to be careful. Again, that RoK Stars artillery support taking down 1, so all those spawn camping tactics can win you matches, ladies and gentlemen. General Wolfgang ramboing it up, taking down 3 now of the allied push. So General Wolfgang sitting on top of the tank trying to use it against them being the allied people. But he gets shelled by his own teammates' artillery support. So the tank sitting stationary, broken outside the tank barrier 2, which has been constructed, and a couple of landmines now in the favour of the Axis people, now blowing off and killing any allied people that they can. Ooh, SK action by White Ninja vaporizing himself and 2 other allied attackers, so well done to White Knight. White Ninja, sorry. He's been a very good Panzerfaust that he is. Shout out to White Ninja. So General Wolfgang again, throwing down those landmines. Those landmines are proving to kill off for both teams. So that tank's still sitting stationary as a couple of allied invaders now try to rush towards the tank, but it won't happen for them, as they are destroyed by Levithium's grenades and everything going down here for the SS side. Is 12:40 on the clock, 12:39, 12:38. So big money taking down 3 of this Thompson, Siphon taking down another one. Tank is now being repaired. No, it was just an MG40. So no allied in sight near the tank or the marketplace. But Species Devil immediately is now trying to take down another tank. RoK Tail's rifle grenade taking down 2 inside the marketplace area. So the marketplace area is sort of under siege now. Engineer is around the tank, can't get a plant down, but he is surrounded by 3 Axis people. He's running for his life. He's shooting his grenade off as fast as he can, but that won't happen as he is taken down and the Axis again take control for the moment. But Allied Engineer getting his pliers to the tank just that little bit, that Levithium's landmines just stopping that action. Actually again have control of that tank barrier too. White Ninja's Panzerfaust again taking down 2. So White Ninja getting all the landmine kills here in the Tuscan Ladder round 1 matchup, SS versus RoK. This is amazing. Very exciting game indeed. As Panzerfaust going off, artillery supports going off, grenades going off, landmines going off, explosions, explosions, explosions. That's all that is happening in this matchup as Rockstar Support again takes down SS White Ninja. Our pliers are now furiously going towards the tank, and it has been repaired by a sneaky Allied Engineer, but he's blown up again by a couple of landmines and an artillery support. Allied Engineer throwing down all dynamite as fast as he can. He will be blown up. Ooh, bad luck there for an Axis engineer, sorry. He did throw a grenade down on a planting Allied engineer, but the plant did go down, but it will be disarmed. Defused the tank barrier to a 10:55 on the clock. Shout out to Owen. He wants a shout out to Owen. SS's White Ninja taking down 2 again. Well done to SS White Ninja. So the Allied side, who are Regiment of Khaos, they cannot get a full attack with that Panzerfaust being the little bastard that he is, getting as many kills as he can as an Allied Engineer, throwing down a dynamite but gets killed before he can successfully blow it up. General Wolfgang failed to spot his own landmine. Siphon killed himself to get him back in position. As we see a couple of Allied Engineers that are sitting around. Beautiful Allied Engineer throws down the dynamite on the stands for some reason. He can't plant there, but for some reason he decided to throw one down. Big mistake there as KitKat takes down 1 in the marketplace with this Panzerfaust. So Axis, 1 or 2 Axis people now sitting around the marketplace. If the Allied engineers can get down a planet, speak to the devil as we see in that, and Allied engineer getting a plant down, but it will be disarmed. Bad luck to them. Axis were working on a skeletal defense. For a short time the Allies were unable to get a push off as we see. Now they move into the marketplace. 1 engineer is planting on tank barrier 2. I think the main objective would be to repair the tank, but he decides to plant at tank barrier 2, and another engineer comes to repair that tank. So the tank has been repaired, plant down at tank barrier 2 so they can hold that tank right there. As the Axis spawn now, they are moving, grenades thrown everywhere, trying to destroy that tank before any Allied engineers can get on top of it. Allied engineer now on top of it. One Ninja takes down one with the Panzerfaust. KitKat's Panzerfaust takes down another. So it's all happening here. Most of the Allied people are dying. Will that Allied dynamite blow up? Allied engineer tries to, Axis engineer tries to fuse, but he's taken down. Ooh, tank barrier 2 has been destroyed. Kremlin, 3-kill dynamite. Well done to Kremlin. I don't have a sort of applause thing on my computer, so hopefully you heard that clapping. Well done to Kremlin, taking down 3 with his dynamite. Dynamite proving very lucky as the tank moves underneath the Archway Bridge, but it has been destroyed by a couple of Axis spawners. So what the Allied now have to do, they have 8 minutes 45 on the clock for them to move that tank towards the Axis spawn, blow up those bank doors. As RoK KitKat doing the spawn camping action with his Panzerfaust. Rockstar, the field up, is moving towards the Allied. The Axis spawn now. They need an engineer to repair that tank as soon as possible so it can get moving. They don't have a lot of time. 8 minutes isn't a very long time on Gold Rush, I can tell you. It is a 20-minute round, so they do have to work very, very hard. Jagged Panther now sitting there. There is an Allied engineer now repairing it. So So actually sitting around the courtyard, trying to defend that tank barrier 2 position as long as possible, but has been repaired. It is rolling now. Kremlin's tank mounted MG42 and General Wolfgame's tank man. So both teams using that tank mounted MG42 for their own personal gain. RoK start the field up, so they do seem to be spawning at the original spawn now, so they can get to the tank barrier 2 and what have you very, very quicker. That doesn't make sense, but who cares? This is the unforecast for GameStar Network. Tank is being damaged, so it has to be repaired again. 745, 744, 743 on the clock. Allied engineer now sitting around the tank, repairing it. The tank is being repaired. He is sitting around. He is sitting on a landmine. He is defusing it as fast as possible before it blows up in his face. Has been disarmed, so he's moving freely towards the tank. But then again, he gets blown up by Rockstar's artillery support. Ooh, artillery support again. Getting 3 now with his artillery support, so we're not for Rockstar. Allied team have destroyed the bank door, so now all the Allied have to do is take those 2 gold bars, throw it in the truck, and off they go. As we see more Allied people now running into the bank. They have taken 1. He's running as fast as can. Another Allied now going into the bank to try and get it. He'll be kicking himself with Rockstar. He blows his own teammate up, carrying the gold towards the truck, and he blows him up. But that won't happen as another Allied takes those gold bars and secures them in the truck, and they have to secure 1 more. He does have control of them, an Allied, but he gets taken down. So Siphon being taken down, he was carrying the gold by White Ninja. So White Ninja now switching to MP40 to defend the bank area. General Wolfgang, being the engineer that he is, throws some landmines outside that little walkway around the back of the bank that you can throw landmines on. The turn work in favour of both teams. If you're trying to get to that bank quickly, you will be blown up by your own teammates' landmines. 6:20 on the clock, so they only have 6 minutes now for the Allied to rush in and get the gold as fast as possible. As see more Allied people now sitting around the lobby, rifle grenades going off, Kremlin taking down Nick M. Alright, sorry Kit Kat if you're listening to this Shoutcast later on, you are a girl, but it's easy to call everyone him, but I'll endeavour to call you her from now on. Kremlin with a grenade takes down 2 defenders, so that has to be very hard. And we're in the bank as far as I know. General Wolfgang is switched to soldier, so he might have an MP40 and a Fence. No, he switched to soldier and he does have an MG40 too. So we see more Allied people now rushing past the tank, landmines going off, taking down a couple. So we see Allied now running around the lobby, trying to dodge that MG40, but he is end up taken down by a rifle range. Free range, it seems to be inside the bank for the Allied team as they have taken a bank part, and it is bank gold, sorry, and it is moving towards the truck, and it ends up being taken down by General Wolfgang's MG42, using it like sort of machine gun. Not a submachine gun, but a machine gun. He's just crouching and shooting his little ass off to any allied people that he can see. He isn't prone or anything. He's just running around shooting it, but he is setting up now, just inside the little corner near the bank entrance. This gentleman being the soldier is proving very, very tough to defeat with his heavy weapons. So just 1 gold part, just sitting in the truck, waiting for his partner to come. So no more allies trying to run into the bank anymore, as they all are dead. RoK Tower's now running past the truck with a couple of backup. 2 Axis people sitting around the bank courtyard area, but they are proving to be difficult for the Allied people, as we see just a couple of Allied people trying to get through up the stairs, up into the bank, but they are being killed by those 2 Axis people outside the bank, so they haven't been able to secure that 2nd gold bar yet. They have stolen it a couple of times, but they can't secure it. They must do that as fast as possible. 4:20 on the clock, so it is going down to the wire for the RoK boys. If they do not set a time on this, they will not end up taking this match to 2-0 in their favour. They will either take it to 1-1 or a drawn round. So 4 minutes or nothing for the RoK boys. RoK Tails just hiding, covering himself from Axis MP40, as you see, trying to get the allies to regroup. Rockstar sitting outside the Axis spawn, hopefully to kill anyone coming through. Where are all the allies? Can't see any allies. Where are they? Ah, here they are. They are running past truck barrier 1 and are blown up by Khaos artillery support, getting 2, maybe 3. Will he get 3? No. Gets 1 and Levithium takes down that other one. So 3 minutes 30 on the clock. It takes about a minute for that truck to get up to Texas, as I like to call it. I don't know if they can do it. RoK, the pressure is on RoK now to take this match up to possibly 2-0 if they can set a time. 3, 18-3, 17-3, 16-3, 15 on the clock. RoK have to get that second goal part. Otherwise, it will be a drawn or a lost round to them. 4, 5, 6 Allied people now running into the courtyard, so this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. 6 Allied people now running into the courtyard, killing any axes inside. Now rushing into the lobby, now throwing grenades, lobbing them. General Wolfgang gets taken down by Tao's grenade. So can the Allied successfully get into the bank? They can get into the bank, they have some cover. More Allied engineers and medics, they're running in with rifle grenades and everything. They have taken a gold part, they are running towards the truck now. Has it been repaired? The truck needs to be repaired. They have secured it, so now all they have to do is repair it, and they will be on their way. Medic now trying to revive an Allied engineer, but he is digged. So Allies now, all they have to do is get an engineer to that truck, and they will be on their merry way. 2:25 on the clock, 2:24, 2:23, 2:22 on the clock. They have a very, very big job ahead of them, a very, very important job too, repairing that truck. Otherwise, they have no hope of setting a time here, ladies and gentlemen. More Allied people. Is there an Allied engineer in their midst? No, there isn't. A couple of medics, that's all there is. The engineer now runs towards the truck. He's repairing his little part out that has been repaired. That is big money. He's repaired it. The truck is moving. Neither of the truck barriers have been constructed, so the truck moving as fast as it can. 1:55 on the clock. Truck is now moving past the ammo crates and health pack crates. SS Towers artillery. That could cost him the round. And his team the round, taking down 3 teammates. Any Axis defenders trying to get up there will be blown up by a teammate. It can't be good as the Allied truck will now secure the parts. 1:35 on the clock, so they will set a time of around 19:30. Very, very exciting stuff. RoK Big Muddy taking down 4 with his rifle grenades. Spawn camping it up. 18:35 on the clock. Hoo-wee. RoK now have a chance of taking this match up to 2-0. RoK Cow taking most of the awards. Frag out, experience points, ranking officer, highly decorated, field ops, violent weapons, and they got no friends. Kit Kat taking soldier and accuracy, being the little hellcat that she is. Shout out to Kit Kat and any of the women gamers that we have in our midst. Good to see some chicks. Check out the stats. KR getting 43 to 22, 32 to 20 for Levithium, 32 to 28 to Siphon. That's about it. Clock set to 18:35, so RoK has to defend 18:35 on the clock. Can they do it? I'm not sure. Be sure to stay tuned, as I think at 10 o'clock we do have the Crabtastic Productions chat back. Waiting on 13 players. This is amazing. Very, very exciting game. So RoK has to defend a time of 18:35, around that, to take this match up to 2-0 and move on in the finals to play the winner of Yoi versus BS. Jesus Christ. Very, very exciting game. We're on 11 players. Alright, so SS have to beat a time of 18 minutes, which is very beatable, I must say, but then again it is RoK, and they have a very good defense. If they beat that time of 18:35, they will take this match up to 1-1. And then it will be a very, very, very exciting game. An intense game it will be. Just chatting to Tofu. Shout out to Tofu again. I'll just pump up some music for you. Not that it's very pump-up-ish, but then again, I don't have any more, and I couldn't be bothered opening some more. But I won't have to do that maybe. We're on 5 players now as the Allied team is ready. Let's put it on anyway. Waiting, no wait, match begins in 4, 3, 2, 1, fine. So SS are on offense now, they have to beat a time of 18:35. Waiting, no wait, match begins in 4, 3, 2, 1, fine. So SS are on offense now, they have to beat a time of 18:35 around that to take this match up to 1-0, and if RoK successfully hold it, they will end up taking this finals match up to 2-0. We'll move on into the finals and have a chance of going into the all-important grand final for Telstra Gamer in the Ladder ET Season 1 to see, it looks to be a very coordinated split attack. Couple going around the back and couple going towards the main gate as they are waiting for the word. And they are rushing in now. Around the back, the RoK team is very, very weak as an allied engineer gets his pliers onto the tank without question. The big laddie's landmine taken down too, so RoK on defense now would have set my mind to that. But most of the allied push was just successfully conquered by the SS boys. So first push, SS successfully hold that. There was a couple of pliers going down on the tank, but they didn't repair it fully. So we see, just waiting for more allied offenders now to run through. SS Tau throwing a couple of grenades in before he rushes, successfully kills Star, but that won't happen as he gets his pliers onto the tank, but he's blown up by a landmine. General Wolfenstein is an engineer who's leading the attack through the main door. He's running through now, shooting as much as he can as he throws out his pliers and he's repairing it. Will be repaired. Tank has been repaired and tank has been stolen, has it? Allied team has stolen the tank at 17 minutes on the clock. So Allies do have control of the tank and the Axis will be forced to fall back towards tank barrier 1 or 2, whatever they like to choose. So that tank defense for either team not working for very long, a couple of minutes at most. That would be all. Shout out from Tofu to Puna and Cow. So shout out to Puna, and Cow. Taking it down Newcastle style. So obviously Tofu, good friends with Puna and Cow. Taking it down Newcastle style as the tank is now moving past the Axis spawn arc and is moving down that ramp towards tank barrier 2, which has been constructed. What are the Axis people doing? They are sitting around the catwalk area and trying to set up tank barrier 1 defense. Tank is sitting stationary. It has been repaired again. Allied engineer now on the tank. He is moving towards the tank barrier 2. There is no plant down on it. Allied engineer now trying to get a plant down on his yellow at the moment. He is moving his pliers very furiously. Planted at tank barrier 1 at 15:57 on the clock. So we've got about 27 seconds on the clock. No Axis engineer, sorry, down on it yet. So Allied successfully have taken control, it seems, of tank barrier 2 and the tank at around 15:40 on the clock. So SS looking very, very strong in the opening minutes of this second round matchup. Waiting for that tank barrier to blow is very, very boring and very, very intense. The Allies are trying to move down into the courtyard, trying to spawn camp as much as they can with their Thompsons. General Wolfgang, the engineer, is on Allies. He is setting a plant down at tank barrier 2 that looks to be pretty premature as the tank is nowhere near tank barrier 2, but it has been planted in hope that it will stay blown up while the tank makes its way down the ramp. Has been blown 2 plants now down on tank barrier 2, so it will blow in about 20 seconds. If they can get the tank moving very, very quickly, it is on a millimetre of health. 2 Axis artillery supports now on the tank. Allied engineer trying to repair it. Has been repaired. I don't know how long it will stay alive. Half of its health is already down as Axis grenades flying everywhere on top of the tank, on top of the bridge. Tank barrier 2 has been destroyed. So the RoK boys have to scramble as they did in the first round to try and set up a defense to try and hold that tank at tank barrier 2 on the bridge. Tank barrier 2 has been constructed yet again, so they weren't successful in holding that to be blown up as the tank is now moving over the bridge. There was an airstrike thrown on it, but it won't happen as it was blocked or blown up just a little bit too far as the tank is now a quarter of health, and then the Axis defender is now on it, but it has a bad angle, so he won't be able to kill anyone with it. One lone Allied medic now on the tank. He's taking on two Axis defenders. He takes down the both. Well done to Vuna, taking down two of those Axis defenders and successfully is moving the tank down the ramp towards the marketplace. The tank is now sitting there. He again has to take on two players, but he is end up being killed by Kremlin in the back. Well done to Kremlin. The Alliance putting it in the back. RoK's artillery support being proven to be a great field up for the RoK side, who are on defense. Planted a tank barrier 2 again. A tank has been blown up, so General Wolfenstein moving his fires again very, very furiously, and he does repair him. He's taking on two Axis defenders. He's on very low health and ends up being taken down by Kremlin again. Put under Kremlin. Axis now throwing as many grenades as they can spare on top of that tank. It won't be blown up. Very, very close to being blown up, but it will be blown up soon as an Axis artillery support is now focused on it. RoK have to set up a very, very strong defense in order to hold these SS attackers. They are looking very strong at 13 minutes on the clock. Big Manny is repairing that tank barrier 2 furiously as it was blown up again. I don't know if I told you that, but he takes down White injuries. He's repairing them, and they will be repaired. He has run out of charge, but he's moving very, very slowly. It is a race against the clock. General Wolfgang takes him down with a grenade, so tank barrier 2 won't be blown up in time. And will they get through? They need another Axis engineer to blow up, to create that tank barrier 2. It has stopped. Can they get back on it? It hasn't been blown up. They have to get back on it and move it through. Ooh, only just through as the Axis engineer moves towards him, but gets blown up again by another grenade. So RoK Stiffen getting 3 kills with his MP40, proving to be a great defensive player. So the tank gets through tank barrier 2, and he's sitting stationary outside the Axis spawn at 12:20 on the clock. So RoK still have a big, long time ahead of them to hold SS, so if they hold SS, they will take this matchup to 2-0 and will move on to the next round of the Touch Game Arena Finals for enemy territory. 12:05 on the clock. Tank is now moving outside, has been repaired, is moving outside the Axis spawn, and it is about to blow up the bank doors. So again, the Axis Regiment of Khaos have to set up in this bank and hold it for 11:55 on the clock, so they have to hold it for a very, very long time indeed. Bank defenses are hard to hold, and they do get very boring for the people defending as General Wolfgang runs in his medic, but is met by 4 Axis defenders. So no suit for him as he tries to take those gold and sell it on the Russian black market or whatever he wants to do with them. You wouldn't want to sell gold, but you might want to buy some stuff that he would end up selling. Ooh, SS Nikan is an engineer. He's running down those steps as fast as he can as Axis artillery support is running out of the way of that red smoke that isn't very good. It might be pink. The Axis might be a little bit so-so. Tank has been damaged, so the Allied will have to create that tank again in order to get those gold bars out. But they haven't even stolen the gold bars yet, so why am I talking about that? 11 minutes on the clock now for the RoK side. I'm at risk of having an aneurysm here as I'm just talking and getting very intense. 10:59 on the clock now, so I've broken the 10-minute mark. I have to hold for another 9 minutes or so for those gold bars to be safe. So SS now running into the lobby, but are being taken down one by one by the RoK defenders. You see again just 4 Axis defenders inside the bank. So again the Allies spawn now running down the ramp past tank barrier 1 and are moving into the courtyard now. Again that Axis artillery is proving a little worrying for any Allied people now running down there as they are at risk of being blown to smithereens. Little red parts sharing down all over their bloody corpses. That won't happen, they will run out of it very, very smoothly. 7 Allied defenders now are at risk of invading that bank area. Stiffen takes him on with an MP40 and his grenades. So Stiffen getting a lot of kills here in this matchup. White Ninja again taking down one with his Thompson and Cow taking down one with his Thompson. So SS moving the times onto their side. SS Spoon and TK's banner. So we see 3, now 2 Axis defenders inside the bank against maybe 4 or 5 Allied offenders. They are moving in the bank now, down to 1 Axis defender who's blown up by Banner's grenades. So Allied have taken control of both gold bars, planted in Truck Barrier 1, so Truck Barrier 1 has been constructed. And they've secured the first gold crate, has been dropped a couple of times. Very intense here. Nikan's rifle grenade ends up taking down both Allied defenders around the truck, and Allied have stolen the gold crate. It was returned. Clutch play there. Axis has returned the gold crate, so now they are down to 1 gold crate. They have to defend. 9 minutes on the clock. Can they do it, ladies and gentlemen? If they hold this 1 gold bar, they will end up winning this matchup versus the Schutz Staffel boys. So truck barrier 1 has been destroyed, so they might have to construct that truck barrier again. if they end up taking both gold bars, they will have a bit of trouble going past those truck barriers. Big Matty's landmines, so again, Big Matty coming into play with those landmines, getting all the allied kills. It's 1 or 2. Again with his Garand, sorry. So 3 Axis people sitting inside the bank, 4 now is joined by Axis field up, so Allied trying to get inside the lobby. He's trying to revive fallen engineers, but that won't happen. Axis, maybe a landmine got blown up. So those landmines doing major damage to the Allied offense. So 8:29 on the clock for the RoK boys to hold this bank as good as they can. General Wolfgang with his Garand with a rifle grenade on it, shoots into the bank, gets 1. So proving very handy with his noob siege. Stephen's grenade takes down that General Wolfgang. So again, the Allies do spawn, and we are following Rusty now as he throws another artillery down outside the Axis spawn, and he's moving down into the courtyard now. He's fending Allied offenders left, right, and centre as he just dodges a Panzerfaust now. So very massive Allied attack now. 10-21, 10-20. 10-19, 10-18 on the clock, and he's trying to sync up demos later on. As Rusty takes down another. So he is providing backup to the people in the bank now. He is moving on the outside of the courtyard, and he is protecting the bank. You see, Big Matty has been taken down outside the bank, so the Axis is not in the best position to be defending the gold. As you see, 2 Allied offenders trying to get into the bank and take those gold. As we see the Allies again now just moving into the gold right about now. They are being met by Khaos. MP40Rs have stolen both gold crates now at 9:45, 9:44, 9:43 on the clock. Planted the truck barrier 1, so that truck barrier 1 does come into play again. Allied team to secure the first gold crate and drop the second gold crate. Can they get a hold of the second gold crate? Nickens rifle grenade takes down 2 Allies, has stolen the gold crate and dropped the second gold crate and stolen the gold crate again. Nickens Garand doing a great job there, passed by Nick. Kit Kat's Panzerfaust, truck has been damaged. Axis has returned the gold crate. So again, the Axis hold that second gold crate. They have to hold it for another 9:15 on the clock to stopwatch round 2. So if RoK successfully hold this for another 9 minutes, they will take this match up 2-0 in the Telstra Game Arena ladder. This is repaired? Yes, it does. The truck has to be repaired in order for it to go anywhere. As we see, Star being taken down by Nickens, rifle range straight from Spawn. So this Spawn camping there by Nickens. He has been revived, however, and he gives any Allied bodies that he can. That's what you have to do in enemy territory, at least on a competitive level. You have to give those bodies minutes to hold this truck. Axis defenders. So the Axis now have 6 minutes to hold this truck at its original spot, or any other place that they can hold it if it's not at the Allies' original spawn. So this is a life or death situation basically for the RoK boys. If they can hold this, they take it to 2-0, and it'll be a good game to them. Star takes down SS Cow on top of those stairs near spawn. Slash kills the air, so here's the slash kill master getting back into position to prepare for another artillery strike. As you see, more Allied now going towards that truck. Panzerfaust going off with lithium, takes down 2 of his Panzerfaust, so that will leave a hole in the Axis defense. But they are revived, and they are back on track as Kremlin the medic. He revives a couple of people and takes down gives one, at the Allied ramp just past truck barrier 1. Lithium again, spawn camping up, takes down Snooze with his Panzerfaust. Kremlin reviving it up. SS Cow's Panzerfaust takes down Tails. Star lays down another airstrike, takes down 2 with his MP40. That was an artillery sighting. He is spamming up as much as he can around the truck, so that is the 5-minute mark. So if they can hold this truck at its original spot, they will take this match up 2-0. But again, SS aren't to be underestimated, as they can take this truck and ride it all the way to Texas, baby. 4 minutes, they have broken the 4-minute mark, 4-minute 40 now on the clock. So this is a very good defense indeed. They have adapted to the changing conditions. I don't think they are very used to a courtyard style defense, but they have set up one very, very nicely. Very good captainage by RoK. Obviously very avid in their ventrilo comments as more Allied people now try to storm and get pliers on that truck, but are defeated by Big Money's landmines. So again, those landmines, he's doing a great job tonight with those landmines, just getting kills left, right, and centre as Bano takes down Kit Kat with his Thompson. Kit Kat is that Panzerfaust, one of the great Panzerfaust she is, as soon as takes down Bano. A little bit of retribution, he gets another one for his troubles. RoK Khaos takes down the Verna with his MP40. Again, Star just about to, he does lay another artillery, so that truck is being blown up heavily by artillery, and more landmines near that random coming down from truck barrier 1 towards the truck. 3 minutes now, 3 minutes 45 on the clock as Star takes down Banner with his MP40. So this is very intense, and an Allied engineer did get a hold of his pliers and put them to the test on the truck as that wood soaring noise does go off, and they did move the truck very, very far, just up to truck barrier 1, so now the RoK people have to hold it for 3 minutes 25. At truck barrier 1. Can they do it, ladies and gentlemen? This is very, very intense. And Star just medics up, throws another random grenade, and he gets one. So very nice grenade there to carry. He gets level 3 light weapons. So level 3 light weapons, very nice. 3:10 on the clock. He lays another artillery down. Truck barrier 1 has been constructed, so now that is 30 seconds more. The Allies have to wait until that truck barrier blows if they can get a plant down on it. 3-minute mark has been broken, so this goes down straight to the wires. Big Matty throws down another landmine behind the truck. Very nice landmines there. He'll be racking up the landmine kills, I can tell you. 2:45 on the clock, so 2 minutes now left. If the Allies can blow up truck barrier 1, they have planted now at truck barrier 1, so the Axis now have to defuse it, or else the truck will move even further towards its goal, back to the Allies' original spawn. That cannot be good for the RoK side. 2:30 on the clock now. They haven't been able to defuse it. Let Big Matty's landmine again taking down White Ninja. So those landmines very, very useful for the RoK boys. Siphon takes down Sentinel with his MP40. I don't think they'll be able to defuse this unless they can get an engineer down right now. Truck barrier 1 has been destroyed, so they won't be able to defuse it. Truck has been damaged, so they do have to get pliers to wood here to repair that truck, as we see 2 engineers try to do that, but are taken down very quickly by Star and his artillery support and his MP40. 2 minutes now on the clock. RoK Snooze, they are repairing that truck barrier too, so if they can get that up, that's another 30 seconds that SS have to put up with. Kit Kat's Panzerfaust taking down Banner, so here's the Banner, so that Panzerfaust coming into play yet again. Truck has been repaired, but truck barrier 1 has been constructed, so and that truck is about to be blown up by random grenades from Axis defenders. 1:30 now on the clock, so if they did a plant down right now, they only have a minute for it to get down, but I can't see any Allied engineers. There is an Allied engineer now, he throws down a yellow dynamite. He can't get it off though as Star comes to reinforce the defense around truck barrier 1. Boom takes down Siphon, and Cow takes down Kremlin, so 2 SS kills there, but RoK Star's artillery support takes down Cow and 2 teammates, so well done to Rusky, and well done, 3 now, so well done to Rusky, but he gets another one with his artillery support. So 1:05 on the clock, hasn't been a plant down now, so that's only 30 seconds if they can plant down right now for them to get that truck up there. I can't see them doing it yet. It seems to be that RoK will hold this out. It will be 2-0 to RoK, I can foresee. They haven't been able to get the plant down. Start just with that spam. All that spam from Rusty's doing all the work with all the artilleries and everything. You can't underestimate RoK Kremlin's Thompson as he again takes down a couple of enemies there. So RoK have outplayed SS, it seems, tonight as it hits 30 seconds now. So it is a good game to RoK. They do move on to the second round of the finals. RoK versus Wolfenstein 1. You will see next week here on GameStar Network. Hopefully we will get a shoutcast happening, if not for another one of the round 2 finals. We'll see last bit of Staffel now. 15 seconds down the clock. The truck has been cleared, but it won't matter. Truck barrier 1 has been destroyed. If they can get it up there in 10 seconds, I doubt it. SS Sneakham taken down by RoK. Stars MP40. 3, 2, 1. A good game to RoK. Well done to RoK taking this matchup 2-0. Very, very well done to both teams for making it this far in the Tesla Game Winning competition, but a special congratulations to RoK for winning this game 2-0. That was RoK versus Schutz Staffel matchup. 2-0 to RoK. Bad luck to Schutz Staffel. That was an excellent game, I must say. Very, very intense indeed. You will be able to get this